Hello and welcome back to game number 2 for the ASUS Open 2012 final battle of the year. It is the grand final between Empire and VirtusPro. Like I said, game number 2 from a best out of 3, and we're gonna see Empire 1 game up, and I say we because I'm not here alone. I am gonna be supported by Team Liquid's Bulba. Welcome.
Hello. If you guys didn't watch the first game, you should catch the VOD. It was pretty exciting.
It was.
Deja vu.
I know, and it's so... You realize you say the exact same thing and it doesn't come across like the same way that you intended at the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine, I couldn't be a good actor either. It's like saying the same stuff over and over again. For the people that are actually watching the VOD, by the way, this is the second load-in. That's why.
It's the respect ban Wisp. So.
And the live feed are still in.
Yep, and Dying is in. I guess they're confident in playing versus... a Bounty Hunter over in Dying. That's surprising.
So we're going to have a Bad Rider, Magnus, Templar Assassin, and Wisp being banned out. First pick up a Bounty Hunter, and of course goes on Dying and the Darkseer. So that is basically exactly the same as what we saw VirtusPro picking up last time.
Yeah, and this time though, like, VirtusPro is not going to have a Wisp or a Mag, so this combo of Undying and Darkseer is really strong. Like, it's probably one of the strongest uses. It's just, you can't lane versus and you can't team fight versus Undying. And in the team fights you just vacuum, and even if you vacuum doesn't have like any synergy with it, like you don't have a stun following up, it makes all the zombies spawn together and it gets a decay off or something. It's just Luna. Oh, okay. So VP is actually pretty I know they ran Luna versus, I think it was NTH last week or so, and they did pretty well with it. So Airman plays like either Naix, Luna, or I guess Weaver too. But I think those are his two probably his strongest heroes, both Luna and Naix.
Aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is Phoenix Clinks.
So that's going to be a mid Darkseer actually, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if Clinks is going to go offlane Darkseer mid. We've seen it done before. Previous game actually.
And they love this on Dire. They love it on Dire because they can get Roshan easily with the Clinks. Clinks is one of the best heroes to Roshan early with because of how much damage he does. And usually they have TA to compensate for the extra burst, but it's going to take them longer, but they can still do it pretty well if they get a good team fight out. Because they usually have the melee damage with the Clinks, and those two heroes itself can solo.
Yeah, and the Gyrocopter been out. I'm a bit disappointed because I like Gyrocopter in aggressive tri-lanes, but that would be a nice hero for Empire to have. And they ban out, like this is what I'm expecting Godlike to ban out, the Brute Mother, because they always ban out the Brute Mother, even though it doesn't really fit in their lineup anymore from VirtusPro. Yeah. I actually secretly think Godlike might be afraid of spiders. Sorry?
If you pull the Brood, it does decent versus Clinks. If you help Brood get some regen and other stuff. So Brood is a good hero. They're going to ban heroes that can lane versus Clinks, which is probably going to be Windrunner next. A Windrunner can do decent versus Clinks. And I don't... another hero that does decent. I don't know, but they're just going to ban the heroes that do well versus Clinks, because they don't care about if they win their tri-lane or not, as long as they do somewhat decent. But they just want Phonic to snowball. On the other hand, though, VirtusPro's hero is actually really good for defensive tri-laning. They have Shadow Demon and Luna. And Luna's aura gives a lot of damage, especially to both the Shadow Demon and range heroes, because you can harass from outside of getting your own... outside of dying, and they can't really initiate on the Luna. So...
Yeah, I'm just realizing that VirtusPro can still get the Jakiro that they want to have normally.
Yeah,
this
so
not been banned out.
So it's actually Lone Druid. So that was actually a really good ban, because if you watched WCG where I think it was Team Ukraine played versus Team Orange, and Phonic played the safe lane Clinks, and Orange actually used an offlane Syllabear to completely counter the Clinks. The Syllabear completely crushed Phonic, and Phonic got really underfarmed. So okay, so they're not really scared of the Windrunner. I want to know what they put top. Well, I guess it's going to be the Bounty. I don't know. I'm like totally blind on that, but...
Well, it depends if they want to run an aggressive tri-lane, but they are expecting Empire to run an aggressive tri-lane. So the question is, if Empire's running an aggressive tri-lane, and they want to run an aggressive tri-lane, then VirtusPro has to run a safe tri-lane to be able to up against the tri-lane against Empire. And then we're going to have Bounty Hunter still top. And there's the Windrunner indeed, still being picked up. And that means Windrunner mid? Scandal Windrunner? No. No.
It could be a support Windrunner? I don't know. It could be anything. They need some supports right now that can do decent. And they don't have Jakiro, and I think they usually opt for the Jakiro in this tri-lane with the Undying. On the other hand, the Bounty Hunter versus Klink's matchup, Klink's gets pulled, and if Bounty Hunter gets pulled, he doesn't do that badly. It really depends, because I've seen sometimes the Klink's either crushes the Bounty Hunter or does decent, and Bounty Hunter overall is obviously a good hero versus Klink just because of the track, but it depends on the laning phase. The Invoker.
Yeah, that's the one that we were maybe expecting previous game. But seriously,
I love
he
this.
likes the Invoker, so it kind of fits.
It fits because they have the Shadow Demon, and if Empire aggressive tri-lanes, and they can get this exact combo is there. It's the Shadow Demon DHD combo, and with the Sunstrike, it's gonna be a guaranteed kill because you can disrupt, you can Ice Path, and then with the Luna attacking and the Sunstrike, that's a lot of damage. I don't know if Empire can aggressive tri-lane this. I don't know if they will right now.
Yeah, especially if there's of course a Soul Catcher up on there as well.
They're kind of thrown in the scenario where they have to, or they can just play passive and support their Klinks, but I know they usually don't like doing that. But I love VirtusPro's picks right now. It's really nice picks. Because Invoker and Luna is a good combo together. Invoker kind of supports the Luna and Bounty Hunter as well. So.
Yeah, we do have, I mean, Empire, their lineup is, I mean, they can do so many things with it. In theory, every single one of those heroes can solo lane. So they still can mix it around a couple of times now that they know that they are going to be up against an Invoker.
Yeah.
What do you expect for the last pickup? Well, never mind. Disruptor.
Sure.
Is their range support?
So it looks like that's still going to be aggressive tri-lane. I guess they want to play passive. They need to play passive in this tri-lane. I don't think if they have the kill potential, and I guess you have to wait and see whether they're gonna do it now. We're gonna know this now, but it depends.
We'll see where they're gonna be going, and it's gonna be well. It's gonna be funny on Klinks, no real surprise there. Silence will be playing the Disruptor, Scandal on the Darkseer indeed going mid. And Blow Your Brain is gonna be playing the Windrunner, with Goblak playing the Undying. And Blow Your Brain on the Windrunner, I'm not sure if I've seen that before.
Yeah. They're actually sending Klinks mid? Or they're gonna go, they're not gonna send him mid. They pulled him, but they're gonna they need a ward. The thing is, the same thing might happen again, because VirtusPro have better level 1 heroes. They have the Shadow Demon, they have the Ice Path, and they have the Luna Aura. So that's a lot of damage. You can't really level 1 fight a Luna's team if he has the disables with it, because that's an added extra hero itself in right click damage.
And that is pretty painful. They're not going to be finding themselves in a situation like that though. You want to do the honors of introducing VirtusPro?
Yeah, sure. It's going to be KSI on the DHD again. It's going to be NS on the Shadow Demon. Kind of deja vu in that. Airman is playing Luna. Crazy CRZZ is going to be playing the Invoker. He got pulled Tango, and he went the null to branch. And Santa got pulled as well. So that's basically going to be 2 heroes top lane that got pulled. So the Bounty Hunter got pulled, and Klinks got pulled. But the thing is, Santa actually went in Windwalk level 1. So versus Klinks, since he probably knows it's going to be a Klink, I think he should probably waited to level up. If you can get the Janata hits at level 1 and just stop him from getting enough gold, getting the early Aquila, it's pretty big. But I guess he wants to Windwalk, and he got the regen, which doesn't really make
maybe they were expecting Empire to double mind game them or something like that.
Yeah, but the thing about Bounty Hunter is you should probably wait to skill up. If you're versus a solo hero, you usually want Janata level 1, just because of how much utility he has.
We're already going to have some nice counter wards going off for VirtusPro in the jungle, making sure that the big camp is going to be able to spawn, well, in the next minute that is, and it is going to be aggressive tri-lane versus tri-lane. But this will be, will be pretty crucial, depending on who is going to initiate and who's, I think the counter gank is actually going to be the one that's going to be victorious.
I think NS should go there, and they can probably kill this Disruptor. He doesn't have to play passive.
Ice Path, they're gonna go for Goblak for now, or at least harass him slightly. Airman actually taking a lot of damage here from that decay, and still the Thunderstrike going through. So be really careful.
I think that was kind of a misplay there by VP. I don't think they should try and give this Luna solo experience, and they had a chance to just go and do a lot of damage to this Thrall. Thrall was actually playing really, the Silent was playing really aggressive on the side. And they have a ward there. The Sentry ward actually doesn't see that, I don't think. I'm not sure.
No, it's just out of range. I think it's gonna get.
Yeah, it's just out of range. Yeah, so they can't really see that.
Lucky ward from Empire. Well, lucky or good, or lucky sentry ward, I guess, in a way. But so far, I mean, Empire is pretty far back. They might want to go on something right now. We're seeing already the harassment going through. Silent actually making sure he's actually making sure that he's just not in view at all.
Yep.
Just because he knows he's probably the squishiest one out there.
And Darkseer is not a bad hero versus Invoker. It's actually a pretty good solo. Crazy actually killed the rune. I think he could have probably taken it, but he's gonna miss experience at the tower. That's the thing about Darkseer, is you can always push the lane, and Invoker isn't a hero that can really get runes or combat a Darkseer from getting runes because of Surge and Ion Shell.
Yeah, and he's, of course, I mean, he's an Invoker. He's not gonna go for a bottle or anything. I don't know why he didn't want that, but well, for now, at least Scandal didn't get it. He has actually an empty bottle, so he needs the courier, and the courier is actually flying top for now, because it's gonna already bring the Basilisk ring to Funnick, who's already gone through most of his regions, just has one self left, so Santa will be able to harass him with the last Dunada to be able to force that one out of him.
Okay, a few things I think VirtusPro could have done better is Invoker went Quas level 1, but I think if he won Exort and then he had Sunstrike at level 2, they could have initiated with the Disrupt and THD on this Thrall. And Silent is playing really cocky. He's just like on the side. Like, look at him, he's just playing there. And if NS was bit with the THD, I think they both need to stay together. And Invoker's level 4 right now, so NS actually pinged it, but they're still scared to go.
They don't want to be finding it. Gonna find Windrunner first. Are they gonna go? There's no THD around. Well, there was, but.
Oh, I think they're gonna try and get they're gonna get Silent here, I think.
Yeah, Disruption is there. Soul Catcher as well. It actually hits on Goblik, but it doesn't matter. Should still be Silent, being the first blood. One more hit, and it is NS that picks up the first blood. Very secure. Windrunner is gonna try to get the nest in return, though. Can he do that? Goblik coming in from the side, has got the K, has got Soul Rip, doesn't get in range. Ice Path, not gonna hit. Nice dodge. There's the Soul Catcher again. Airman actually gonna probably drop here. No, able to Light Power Shot, misses, and now Disruption again. KSI coming from the side. Ice Path misses, but Lucent Beam still hits. Windrunner away. Should put her into safety, or is it? Yeah, Self gonna heal through. In the meantime, Goblik on the way out, lands another decay. Right clicks to go. There's gonna be another Ice Path in 3 seconds. Not needed though. One more hit away from dying as Darkseer actually drops middle. We're following Goblik for now. That is actually him healing up. Kinetic Field doesn't hit. Ice Path hits on Silent. Decay still picks up Airman. And that is gonna be 1-for-1 on the bottom lane, with actually a very, very close trade in the mid. Scandal and CRZ. It was actually Scandal that dropped there to CRZ. Cold Snap helping out. And he's already.
This is actually a really funny fight, because both teams missed a lot of spells.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, I actually don't know how Scandal died mid. That's pretty big, dying to Invoker solo with Darkseer. It shouldn't be. I don't think he should really die. Like, Invoker, especially in Exort, Invoker doesn't have the disables to kill the Darkseer that has the Cold Snap. So this probably would have happened where Scandal dived him, and then he got really cocky, and he just got Cold Snapped and then Sunstriked, which was probably the only, honestly, the only way he could have died. So.
Yeah, I mean, it did get CRZ very low, so it must have been a close fight regardless, and the tower probably helping out there as well. But I actually think it might have hurt CRZ slightly more, since he had to walk all the way back to base. He is gonna get a rest again. He doesn't have a bottle Scandal actually on his way out. Still has a haste rune, so it's perfectly fine there. And
I think the lane to keep in control, at least focus on, is top lane.
Yeah.
Funnick is gonna be the main mid game decider for Empire. If he does well, it's gonna create so much space for their heroes, and he's doing really well versus Santa right now. Santa got tracked though, so I think the best decision, if they could, this Invoker, he TP's top, they kill the Clinks. If they can kill Funnick right now in this duration, I think the game would be a really big advantage. And looking at bottom, they're
gonna go for Silent. The combination happened again, and it is Airman that picks up the kill. He gets locked inside a kinetic field though, and goes down as well. Disruptor actually still getting revenge with his Static Storm, or Thunderstorm, and gets the last hit, as we also saw NS going down to the Darkseer. Iron Shell.
Yeah, and that's another thing about these aggressive trialings with Darkseer. Darkseer is a hero, especially if he gets a haste rune, he can gank either side. So, if you look at Airman, he actually pinged top. They want to gank this Clinks. And as soon as his ultimate, he just used his ultimate, so it's gonna go down within the next, like 20 seconds or so. And if they can kill him in that duration, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a go here. Scandal trying to dive CRZ, Sunstrike. It's not gonna hit. And Scandal is gonna hit, so Scandal picking up the kill. And that's probably the same way as it happened last time, even though probably last time the Sunstrike would have actually hit. And there they are gonna go top. Here comes Airman as well. Track is on there. There's the Lucent Beam already. And that should be going a track kill towards these two people. There we go. Airman picking up his second kill of the game. And indeed, the track kill. More gold for them.
Yeah, and that's a big mistake that teams don't do versus Empires, Clinks. They don't gank it, and they just let him snowball. And this time, Airman did a really good decision. He's not farming well bottom. He only has 9 CS. But he went to help Santa top, and if Santa can do well, if he can get the farm and a bounty hunter that gets moderate items, he gets a fast BKB, a fast Vlads, whatever he wants. It's pretty game changing also.
Yeah, and add to that all the track gold that goes through. That is, yeah, it has a big impact. Especially, I mean, normally you would expect him to do not that great, just get the experience on the safe lane, long lane. But if he then also gets some farm, gets kills, it's gonna be getting putting the bounty on the team in the right direction. In the meantime, I mean, the aggressive trial from Empire is definitely working out. I mean, yeah, they lost the Disruptor now twice, but they got every time they got more.
Looking at Phonic, he's gonna kill Airman here. That's the problem with Luna.
Booyah.
You can't just lane top for stick links.
No. And actually, Santa left him all alone.
No.
So he's going for the rune, and he gets it too. I mean, he's lucky with that. He's gonna go middle. He's gonna be finding a lot of heroes from Empire there, though, not just Scandal. This might be putting Santa in a bad spot, but he is of course invisible.
He does have the double damage, and the double damage bounty hunter is really big, especially because he has the level 4 Janata. And I think Goblin's probably gonna go down. He gets the Janata hit.
Oh, that is an awkward Sunstrike.
That's the funniest Sunstrike I've seen.
Shurketan still gets him though. Bounty hunter picking up the kill. In the meantime, did another one die? No. Cold Snap upon Scandal. Shadow Poison going through dual breath as well. He still has a surge, but is he gonna be fast enough? In the meantime, the Disruptor still dies. Scandal's probably gonna die too. There is still a Janata up there, but he doesn't want to use it. He just, well, he doesn't want to use the Shuriken toss. He just want to use the Janata. Surge away. Yeah. Did he actually track that? Because I don't think he did.
No, he didn't track it. If he tracked it, I don't think he would have been there in time. But that was so... this double damage bounty hunter does so much damage with this Janata.
Yeah.
Did you see Thrall's HP just go down from, like, he literally, after the track, just went all the way down, especially because of the minus armor on the track, even though this is 1. It does kind of help at this phase of the game.
I think the Sunstrike was still fairly funny, but on the high ground. It's mispositioning, I guess. I guess it's easy to do, but... yeah. Awkward. Oh, we're gonna have a gank, Windrunner. Blow your brain, Lucent Beam, going through. Can they block him? There's gonna be an Ice Path, Disruption first, Ice Path followed up. Soul Catcher up on there, here comes Scandal trying to help out. Vacuum in there, puts on the Iron Shell. Shackle's gonna hit on an S. Power Shot actually misses, but an S I don't think is gonna be able to stay alive, and it is indeed Scandal that picks up the kill. So counter gank working out for Empire. Kill score is 7-7. Oh, Scandal's not done yet. Now he is.
I think that's still tanked, but I think they should try and gank Phonic at least one more time. He's gonna get his Orchids within the next 5 minutes or so at the rate he's farming. He has the one of the Oblivion Staffs. He's gonna get the other one pretty soon, just because it's a Clinks and he can farm the jungle as well as farming the lane. So,
that's true. He's being left alone, or he was left alone completely, even though Santa now picks up an invisibility rune.
Okay, if you look at Silent's skill build, he always does this with Disruptor, and I think it's pretty bad. He doesn't get any levels of Glimpse early, and he gets Prison, and he gets Thunderstrike. Glimpse is the reason that Disruptor is such a good hero, and he doesn't get the levels of it. It's like so hard to hit the Prison in the first place without a stun in the setup, and they don't have many stuns or setups. They have the vacuum. Missed the mid kill, but...
yeah, that was just a chase. Too many fast heroes there, and the Decay to pick him up in the end. Only caught the end there. But they will give them also a tier 1 tower. But yeah, you're right. I mean, normally I do see the Glimpse being picked up first. Now I have to say, he normally gets picked up when there is a lot of heroes in there that, like Wisp, etc., that actually work well with that Glimpse. As Bounty Hunter picks up a solo kill, well, semi-solo kill. It's gonna get another kill soon though. Goblak, I don't think he can stay alive. There he goes, double kill for Santa. Track kills at that. Nice go. In the meantime, top lane. And we're having some pushing on the tier 1 tower. So here's he actually TPing in there.
Yeah. So I love this this bounty hunter. Like, this is what they need. The bounty hunter is extremely fat, and he bought the Vlad, so he's gonna have a lot of he's gonna have a lot of armor, and that helps a lot versus Clinks. And even, but obviously it clings with the orchids can still kill Santa, but this armor with the Luna is gonna help a lot. So I think they should try and push some towers just because of how early the Vlads. This is like 11 minute and 30-second Vlads, which is pretty game changing. That's what I think.
Oh, him and Jakiro are the only two heroes that haven't died yet, and they're both on the same team. That is quite interesting, as we are gonna see. I mean, CRZ is still on the top lane pushing them back, with Windrunner hanging around there. I'm not quite sure what Empire's game is right now. I mean, they're still of course farming up Funnick, that much is clear, and he actually has a second Oblivion Staff ready now, just needs the recipe for the Orchid. But the rest of Empire has just been rotating, not really accomplishing anything, because while they did get a tier 1 tower, they tried to push the tier 1 top as well, didn't get that one. And they're just moving around a lot. I feel like they're missing a lot of time for experience and gold. But that might be me.
Still have, I think, the better mid-game heroes. Just because they have Darkseer and Undying. And they have his clean. Looking at his gold, he's going to have the Orchid within the next 2 minutes. Or even 1 minute, probably. And once they can do Roshan. And surprising again, Scandal is not going for the mech. He has a cloak. That's probably... So, they're not gonna the mech early. Oh, okay, never mind. That was a bad decision by their. But they have a Windrunner, just like last game. So their Windrunner is gonna get the mech instead. So he wants the hood into the pipe. It's pretty good versus THD and Luna.
That's true, and they're gonna trade Roshan for tier 1 tower by the looks of it. There is still fortification up, so they can prolong it slightly, which they probably need, to be fair, because Roshan isn't going down that fast. Oh, they didn't even use it. Never mind. But they will trade Roshan. And probably VirtusPro will now realize what's going on, but they can't really do anything anymore anyway.
Yeah, and Blow was actually pretty farmed, considering his lane. I thought Radiant would do a lot better in that tri-lane, but they didn't. So.
No, the trades were all for Empire.
Yeah, so he has a really early mech.
Yeah, and he also picked up. He is the one that picks up the Aegis, which, I mean, I understand Blow Your Brain picking up the Aegis, but as in Windrunner heroes, and yeah, don't normally see that. Wouldn't expect Windrunner to be the one to actually die and be back up again, then fully useful. Even though, of course, her shackles are pretty game changing if landed properly.
But VirtusPro is doing the right decision. Like I said, they're gonna 4-man or whatever 5-man the tower, so they're pushing with his Vlads, and the Vlads this early in the game is so much damage for your team. And if they had Luna, it would probably even be more. But they're not going to give up this tower.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good Aegis, I guess. She will be back up again in a moment. Disruption there up on Kinetic Field in there as well, as NS is going to have some trouble with himself because he's dead. TP out instantly from the Jakiro. CRZ on the way out. Doesn't have any points in Wex, so is not extra fast as Santa is running away, but he doesn't realize, or at least they don't realize he's actually chasing them. Shackle actually latched CRZ to steal to a tree, and they should be able to get him. He cannot go invisible, and he will be dead, and that is also, by the way, the Orchid up on the Funnick.
Yep.
And
that was...
Santa still picked up the Darkseer.
He had the double damage, so he's getting so many kills with this double damage. And they're actually going to get mid. So that was a pretty thing for Empire, but Funnick's actually going to go mid. He's going to try and stop getting this tower. But I don't think they can. It's double damage clinks, Bounty Hunter does too much damage.
Yeah, and this is going to be 3 towers down on the side of Empire in such a short period of time. I mean, we're seeing the gold graph. I mean, it was in favor of Empire for a long time, but it's now going to be going up fairly steep there, as we do see. Oh, Funnick, he tried to go for something, gets tracked up. Can get airman, but will still go down. Wicked 6 Santa right now, still hasn't died yet. Can he go for Scandal? Has to get away from that one. Scandal doesn't have any way of vision, though. He will be able to go invisible again in a moment, unless he dies before he does. But I don't think he's gonna no dust or anything up, which is very awkward.
Funnick actually did a decent misplay there. He didn't Orchids the Luna when he was attacking him. So Luna lived and then got the Eclipse off. And that was the reason that he died. Not the Eclipse, he got the Lucent Beam off. That was the reason that he died there. So...
yeah, I'm not sure if that's worth dying for, especially not if you're gonna give another kill off to Santa. Another track kill at that. So he almost has his BKB complete, just needs the Minthor Hammer.
On the other hand, this Luna is really poor. He's as poor as this Invoker.
The Luna?
Yeah, he's basically a carry. So Windrunner and Clinks are pretty farmed. Windrunner actually isn't that high ahead of Luna, but it just looks like that because his items, Winner's items, are more cost effective, so she just needs the mech and the force staff, so she can buy them easier. The Luna needs the BKB on the other hand, especially versus the heroes they have, and he's gonna try and farm it bottom. But the thing about VirtusPro, like they can push towers, and that's gonna be their main income right now. You need to get more towers.
Well, they only have 3 left, but it looks like tier 1 bottom is gonna be number 1 victim. Well, actually, I guess number 4 victim, because there's already 3 towers down. A sentry ward already placed here by Empire, so they realize what's coming, and they're also going towards the bottom lane. Looks like we're gonna have a fight on our hands pretty soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
4 stuff up on CRZ also. Never mind. They are deciding to go different ways. 2 TP stop, Phonic going towards the tier 1 tower. Fortification goes off. In the meantime, there's still 3 on the bottom lane. Power shot going through there. Courier coming in, here comes Santa. Phonic, trouble. Demonic Purge, and I think he got no way of escaping. Disruption helping out. Sunstrike. And that is actually CRZ getting the experience for that one. And the gold.
This is, I love this play there by VirtusPro. Phonic thought that everyone was pushing bottom, but NS came and TP'd to the second tier tower, and he killed the Clinks. That's a big kill. And if you look at Santa's stash, he's actually really close to BKB. And once he gets that BKB, he can just run in and kill this Thrall pretty easily. He can kill Darkseer if he gets some disables off. And Shadow is a really good hero versus Darkseer. So if he can get the Purge off and the Darkseer, which I think they should try and aim the Darkseer, if not the Clinks, and if they can kill both these heroes early enough, it can be pretty game-changing.
Yeah, they're gonna go for a push first mid. Lawyer Brain backing out. TPs are gonna come in. Tracks already getting some movement up. Are they actually gonna go head on? No, they're not. They're backing off again. Same thing as on the bottom lane. This is the moment that they get everybody of Empire there. I mean, in a way, it's helping them. I mean, VirtusPro can go back to farming more early than Empire can. And they're winning some time with this, maybe.
Yeah.
You know. And Phonic is getting no chance to pick heroes off at all.
It's a problem just because of how VirtusPro is playing. On the other hand, though, is even VirtusPro is just sticking together. Most of the heroes are sticking together. They can't keep this Luna alone. And Phonic actually is going to try and kill someone bottom. Looks like, but
I don't think he can.
has dust, and I had a sentry ward somewhere, but I guess it expired. They had a sentry ward somewhere in the lane.
Okay, well there's actually 5 heroes again up for VirtusPro in the bottom lane, so that's not going to be the place that you want to try to pick someone up. But yeah, they do have dust. I'm quite surprised there's no gem yet up on, for example, Santa, who still hasn't died yet. But now actually Jakira also still not dying. Empire hanging around here. They also have 5 soon, but they're going to be split up still though. It's going to be Santa already scouting them out. There goes the track up. In the meantime, from the side, Tombstone up. There we go, CRZ gonna be dealing with that one pretty quick. Disruption helping out. Oh, Phonic going down very fast. Mechanism helping out. Will be enough indeed. Gets the soul rip. Will be able to stay alive. As so far, nice kinetic field static storm. But 4 stuff out of there. Sunstrike gonna try to hit someone. Gets split up. Scandal having to get himself away. We've got 2 for 1 so far. 2 for 2 right now. As Airman is silenced up. Goblak thinking about going on that one, but decides to see CRZ die first. Phonic just picking stuff up left and right. And now it is only Airman left. And he is going to try to TP out, and he will be able to do so.
That was a really interesting fight. I felt VP overextended there again. Santa got caught off without any HP. And I think if VirtusPro, if he had a BKB there, if Santa had a BKB there, that game would have been basically won. Because he wouldn't have died. So Phonic was really low, and then he tried to dive Phonic, and Phonic has a gem also. So he died there, and they were all clumped. So even the ice path was really good. The Undying had a decay on, I think, 3 or 4 heroes. The entire clump. Phonic just basically shot them all down. So.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was so low on HP, and I guess
And another thing is the actual mech. VirtusPro has no mech, while Empire has a mech, which is pretty big, especially.
Yeah, it helps get Phonic alive at the start. Without that, he would have died with the Eclipse and the Lucent Beam going through.
The positive though is that Airman did not die that fight. So he's somewhat close to his BKB. It's still pretty slow BKB, but he's gonna get it within the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was actually, by the way, the first time that Santa and the Jakiro died the entire game so far. As, well, with the Gem of Truth side, Phonic will be able to see Santa around here, but Santa is not by himself. It's not something where he wants to be. Now realizes that Toon backs out. Silence? Yeah, you're backing off too. Good, good. 1800 gold up on CRZ. What's he gonna go for, you think? What should he go for?
He's probably gonna go for the sheep, which they definitely need. Yeah, the problem is he's still, even though he has a 4-staff, he dies so fast in the fights to the clinks.
That is very true. He is, well, he's pretty close to his ultimate orb if he wants to do that. It looks like Tier 1 tower again. How often have they been standing here for this Tier 1 tower? They will be able to get it this time though. There is still fortification. Oh, and they pop it as well. Empire want to defend it. 4 heroes here. Only one here is Funnick. Might be a crucial one though. Ice Path still going through.
I don't understand Thrall's build. It's just so pointless. Like the reason that Thrall is such a strong hero is in this situation where one team pushes and you defend. If the other team backs out of the push, you can always kill them. And he can't kill that because it would level 1 glimpse.
Yeah.
So it's basically being useless in these fights.
With the glimpse here, they probably would have gotten at least 1 kill maybe.
Yeah. And that 1 kill will translate into a push. Or even a Roshan, if you check Roshan's well.
Oh, they're gonna go for a nice vacuum inside the kinetic field and static storm. Power shot going through. Airman cannot go anywhere. It goes down, deafening blast going through. Santa BKB completed. He's walking around trying to get as many people as possible with that track. With the Janata as Funnick. Gonna be able to pick off the KSI on his Jakiro. Santa still in the midst of all of that, but now getting shackled and goes down to the Dark Seer. CRZ force-stabbing himself away from them and goes invisible. But hey, Gem of Truth out there. What you gonna do? The only one getting away is an S. Still on very high HP, by the way.
Yeah, that combo with the prison and the Dark Seer wall just took out this Luna. And that was a really misplay there by VP. Saw that they're not going to get glimpse back. They should just backed out. Top lane is pushing. That could have been farm for this Luna. And they can't team fight now. They're not strong at this point in the game. They're strong when Luna gets a BKB and they have some items. Or in a mech or something like that. Empire has the core items they have. They have the mech and the 4-staff. They have the Orchid. And they have the pipe also. The pipe is really big there because that makes the Luna ultimate basically void.
Yeah, and they have a BKB now also up on Funnick. Fully incomplete off the bat after that fight. That is pretty nice also. And Roshan, again Windrunner. Yep. Go for Sheepstick. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Just to be sure.
Yeah, so he has BKB, so...
Yeah.
I have no idea what VirtusPro can do at this point, because their farm is so much lower than this Clink's. And it felt like even though Funny kind of... This wasn't a game where he snowballed. Necessarily, at least in the first 20 minutes where he usually snowballs, but he kept in and then he's still getting farm and he did a lot of the damage in the mid game, and Clinks is so strong in these fights.
He is, and I mean if maybe if Luna gets big enough then they can still do it, but she's still pretty far away, or at least she can already pick up the recipe or the mint hammer if she wants to, but still not quite there yet, and it's 24 minutes into the game, and based on that worth she's still second highest for her team.
Yeah.
But
again, I'd say that I think if they had better coordination in this defensive tri-lane, they would have won this. I don't think Disruptor, Windrunner, Undying should technically win this hard, because they did win. This Luna had no farm, and the problem is this NS and THD were not playing together. Like they were not picking off heroes, which they can do with the Sunstrike.
Yeah, as you said at the start, they could have gone for the SSO already.
And Silent's build was like he went for the early level 3, he went for the nuke, and that nuke actually does a lot of damage. So they were just harassing the Luna down, and every time he went up he just he just took so much tank damage from the decay, the power shot, and then the disruptor nuke. So I think what Empire they got their successful plan of where they went kind of even, but they stopped their carry from farming while their Clinks farmed a lot, which was mainly their goal.
That's true. It looks like Empire might be setting something up mid lane, or they're just defending Blow Your Brain. I mean, what we see from Empire is the same thing as we saw last game. They're sticking together, being very careful, trying to get what farm they can without really going anywhere where they can be ganked. And they're just waiting for Empire to maybe make a mistake, but well, I'm not gonna jinx it like you did, but so far, or at least for now, not really that many mistakes, unless Scandal's gonna get caught out of position here, but it doesn't look like it.
They do have a BKB on Luna this time.
Ah, finally. Let's see if they can do something with that tracks going off. More vision. Always good. Wow, goal per minute also in favor of Empire. With Funnick, of course. I mean, to be fair, we've seen Funnick clean zillions of times. Every single time he's been doing the same thing. And like you said, he normally doesn't get shot down that much. He did get killed off once, top. But they stopped doing that, even though it was very successful and very clean also. It was just running in, killing, and backing out.
The problem is they don't have... I think if Invoker tried and did gank or something, I don't know, because Luna ganked, but then even though he killed the Clinks, then Luna solo died to the Clinks, so inherently that wasn't... That didn't get much done. Like, even though Funny died, he still got the solo experience for a kill at the end.
Yeah, but that was basically a bit of extra coordination from VirtusPro, because they had Sent at that point going for the rune.
Yeah, yes. That was kind of a miscoordination there.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, you mentioned that already, I guess, yeah. Teamwork. Mid lane. See if they can do something. It's a bit of a standoff here.
If you look at Empire's supports, look how farmed they are. So...
Disruptor's nice and tanky.
Yeah.
Nice,
Blade Veil on a die, so... Oh, Glimpse.
Oh, Glimpse on the nest. There's a disruption. Ice Path Meteor. Deafening Blast also. Necropire going through. Now silent up on KSI. Vacuum in. There goes the damage. And that is going to be 1 down, 2 down. Can they get more? BKB up for Airman. Trying to get himself away, but those arrows hurt. And that's a double kill for Funnick. And the only one left alive. CRZ.
Yep. And the Funnick... I think at the beginning of that fight he had the his ultimate damage, but at the end it actually went away. So
still hurt.
It did so much damage still. That Luna just tanks so much. And that's not only that, it's because of Windrunner. Windrunner has quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. He's also nice level. I mean, he's keeping up, not with the Clinks perhaps, but with the rest. And tier 3 tower should be dropping. I do think they're going to be maybe backing up after the tier 3 though. I mean, everybody of VirtusPro is back up so fast again. Or maybe Funnick will stay for some barracks because he can do that. Fortification is still up if they want... Oh no, that was the wrong side, but I saw that. Disruption up on Goblak, Meteor falling through. Goblak, Blade Mail, yeah, there we go. Barracks going down. There goes Demonic Purge, Ice Path up on 2. Necropire as well. Goblak still going down. Vacuum inside the kinetic field. Nice. And they are now on the exit. Let's see if they can pick someone up on the way out. Oh, that was a very short range tornado. Looked a bit sad. But I do think they should be able to, to get away. Especially with that nice kinetic field again.
Yep, so... This is a pretty big lead, obviously, understatement for Empire.
I like the attempt for COZ to still try to get a tornado off, even though he's only got 1 point in wax.
That's pretty funny.
The intention was there.
They're gonna try and push and do some damage.
Well, they probably can get the tier 2 maybe even. I mean, Goblak not there, and it's actually Funnick who I just checked on the. I'm not sure whether he actually bought something. Oh, he has a Demon's Edge ready. And we're gonna see a Deadless up. Oh, KSI. Oh, does he actually want to do that? Track up? This is pretty dangerous, but he actually can do that because here also comes the support. Scandal, nice kinetic field again. BKB up on Airman. Scandal though might be going down. Will be going down. Silent trying to get himself away from that one. Shuriken toss will not pick him up just yet, but that Janata will. This time Goblak is going to be staying alive, but this will definitely be the tier 2 tower dropping. The VirtusPro should be backing off here, unless they well, 3 versus 5. Can they really do this?
They actually can do the damage, unless Wondering is a shackle. And the tomb is down as well. So if they can somehow alacrity this Luna with the Forge Spirits, they could maybe do... actually, I don't know. Because Darkseer, I don't know if they have Glyph up. Let me check if they used it.
Darkseer actually buys back. Ooh, that was an attempt at an aggressive Force Staff to Logger. Nice shackle. Disruption goes through BKB up on Funnick, so no Ice Path for him, but also no kill for him because VirtusPro backs off. And that was actually a BKB charge wasted. Well, not really wasted. That was his first BKB charge that he did.
Yeah.
In the previous fight, he didn't even use his BKB. And still 4 people died.
He didn't even need to, because he just was sitting there attacking, and they were all like low HP. They didn't even try to aim him. And he has his Daedalus soon, which is going to be huge. Because with that Daedalus, he can basically two-shot most of VirtusPro's heroes.
Yeah, and there's also still 2 towers standing on the side of VirtusPro, so basically free gold for Funnick to pick up. If the lane is pushed out, he can try to snipe those off. So more gold going towards him. As VirtusPro is waiting for a mistake, but they're waiting around the place where there's actually a ward, so Empire is very well aware of what's going on in the mid lane right now. Oh, hey, look, there's a gem.
Forgive me, Daedalus, sorry. I'm getting spammed.
Well, I heard it like, okay, well, I don't know, maybe I pronounced it wrong all those times. I know
I'm pretty sure it
Daedalus.
isn't Daedalus. Just came out of my mouth.
Oh well. I'm quite surprised that nobody picked up the Gem of True Sight. That's laying down there. By itself. Being sad. At the middle lane, where the previous teamfight happened. At the near Raven. Quite awkward, especially since, of course, just now Airman just walked past it without doing anything. Roshan's gonna be up again in a minute and a half. Calls for a fight.
They are. So, I think they want to kill, but Empire's just gonna sit in their base. They have the track up on Goblin, so they have vision after. Remember, they're gonna TP back and farm.
Yeah, probably the safest option for now is we have 1700 gold up on the Bounty Hunter. I mean, what's gonna be important right now for them? Probably buybacks, because if they lose a fight near their base again, that's not gonna be good. Even though I have to say, I mean, the tier 2 towers, like we said, still up, so still gonna be having to be taken down in case they want to go for the next set of barracks.
Bounty Hunter is so poor. Like he had this exact items like 15, 10, 20 minutes ago. Yeah.
He had such a great start, and again they're just walking past the gym.
But like he had a Vlad's 20 minutes ago, and now he's farmed like just one item since then.
Do you think there's a reason why they don't pick up the gem, or they just don't want it, or something? Because the Radiant side, VirtusPro just walked past it a couple of times already. Ooh, they want to push 4 step forward. Can they go for this? Tracks, disruption. Here comes from the other side though. Let's see what's going through. There goes another tornado, meteor, and that's already the BKB. Upstairs he cannot do anything anymore, especially also not with the pipe up. Vacuum back in. Santa, arrows, painful. There he dies. KSI on the way out. Funnick just chasing him down. Probably not going to be living much longer, even though the ice path hits on 2. Nice job. And they actually are not going to be able to let him go because Disruptor just killed him off regardless. And that was actually a buyback from the Bounty Hunters instantly. They don't want to be giving up this Roshan.
I don't think they can stop it. Darkseer still has wall up, and Disruptor has his ultimate up as well. So Blow is really farmed. He has his sheepstick up, so he can solo kill most of VirtusPro's heroes.
Oh, they just walk in there. As it's gonna be an Eclipse helping out. They know the BKB's on cooldown. Doesn't matter. Crit's still there. And it's gonna be Santa that's gonna be next. Can he still go invisible? Yes, he can. There he goes. Vacuum in will still do the job together with the decay. And that's gonna be CRC being turned into a Piglet, being shackled. That doesn't hit, but that doesn't matter. He also is dead. 3 heroes dead in the span of it, without really a big team fight either. Just super quick. And one thing that I just wanted to note also, I mean, Evoker, he actually went for an Aghanim's rather than going for the Sheepstick that you said would probably be best. And I feel like they're really missing the disable up on Funnick right now.
The problem is, I don't think he would have been able to farm this Sheepstick in time. He was so poor. So the Aghanim's does give him the stats and the ability to spell spam, but regardless of what hero, what item he would have went, either he had to go Aghanim's or some BKB or some Ghost Scepter or whatever, even a Yule's. He wouldn't have had the sheep in time. I think he needed something else. So he could have tried for the sheep, but realistically, since considering how many deaths he has, and he's had to give this entire farm to the Luna. Yeah.
True. Yeah, and Luna still, I mean, she's still not that farm. Still only got a BKB basically, with that drums and Aquila. Oh, hello. Bye, NS, I think. Power Shot will do the job. Mechanism also goes through to help them stay alive. Quick pickup outside the base, and that will also, I mean, that will put VirtusPro in a bit of a mental state that they can't really leave their base.
Yeah.
So no
Disruptor's
more farming.
actually really farmed. He has a Sage now.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, well, maybe going for Heaven's Halberd still, in a way. If the Bounty Hunter does get too big, Tier 2 tower goes down, so next time they push in, the bottom barracks will be vulnerable. Well, after the Tier 3 tower, of course. Oh, finally, the Gem of Truth I got picked up. Who picked it up?
Santa still hasn't picked up any of his farm. He went from like 7-0 to 8-5, so rough game after that initial a huge amount, and that's because they kept on trying to do these team fights, which didn't work out.
Force that forward, Shackle doesn't latch. You want to go on that. Where's that Hero actually? Oh, it's hanging back. Still there. Actually has a Ghost Scepter. VirtusPro, they're running for this. They're going for this. Or it seems like they want to.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, I think with the track they're allowed to kind of fight them around. They can run back, but they can't straight up fight them just because of how many BKBs they have. Okay.
I like. Oh, what a Shackle! Glimpse back also. CRZ back into position. Vacuum, Decay, and that's already silenced up. Is he gonna drop? Yes, he is. Together with KSI, drops a gem on the floor again, as well as CRZ trying to run away. Deafening Blast will definitely help out. Airman still alive as well. Power Shot doesn't pick off the Invoker anymore. But that was just a bit of a cat and mouse again, because like one team ran, then the other team followed, and then the other team turned around, and then the other team ran away. It was a bit awkward. Looked funny that was on strike. Not gonna hit. But yeah, tier 3 tower probably gonna drop. No buybacks. Apart from on the no buyback anymore.
That was really nice play there by Blow Your Brain. He actually sheeped NS before you could disrupt him. So.
Oh, Meteor falling. CRZ turn into a piglet. Yeah. Santa also dead. I do think that this might have been the last push in that Empire needs. Galeem's back. It doesn't do that much. We're gonna see though if they're gonna back off after these barracks. If Airman can still get the time to farm up a Butterfly, because he did pick up a Talisman of Invasion. But barracks melee drop. Ranged barracks dropping out as well. And that's being locked inside a kinetic field. Vacuum in. Ice Path does hit on 2. Still doing a lot. Ghost Scepter helps keep Ness alive, but he's just stood still for the decay to happen. Goblak able to pick up the kill. And that's gonna be the Aegis. Low rain back up. 3k gold already in his inventory again. He is so rich. Well, they can't go for the third set of Rex because they don't have the tier 2.
Yeah.
But they're just gonna back off.
At this stage, oh, look how much damage. Just 2 hits is already have to have. And but Airman is gonna try and get the Butterfly, but he's not gonna be able to get that within the next, at least till the next push. They're already pushing back top.
Yeah, and it's like, it's already hard for VirtusPro to find farm, so they have to do it around their base. And then you have the problem with the creeps that are pushing in right now. They only give half the gold, so there's not even the full amount of farm that they get. It is a very tough position for them to come back, and kinda I feel also, I mean, their lack of track kills can also hurt them a bit. But that is because Santa just got shot down that hard.
The problem is when he got those track kills, it was mostly solo kills.
Yeah, solo
so
duos.
Yeah, it was. They didn't have a team fight where they got track kills off at all in this game. Every team fight they had, they got maybe 1 track kill, but they all died in that process. So the thing about Bounty Hunter is that versus the heroes Empire had, they had to sustain themselves till they had the items to then fight. But they fought so much earlier before this Luna had a considerable BKB or whatever. So he just died in these fights so fast, and she's like a really malleable hero.
Silence up, and Ness dead before the fight starts. No, still alive. Ghost Scepter helping out. Ice Path, Dual Breath. BKB's up on everybody, but it's KSI that still drops. And the rest of VirtusPro drops very low. At least Luna does, as well as the Shadow Demon. And they again kind of failed. They smoked up for that. But it just proves like they have to go back to base. They have to fight soon without their Jakiro because he can't buy back. And can't defend their tier 2 anymore. And there's the Heaven's Helper actually. And what do you think Scandal's gonna get? Is he, or sorry, I mean Phonic? Because I have seen him with 2 Deadlesses before. But he might be getting something really more flashy.
I think the game's gonna end before I finish that.
Oh, BKB up. Santa. Tornado, a bit longer this time. Scandal's still taking a bit of damage. Demonic Purge as well, but he will be fine. But looks a bit, gets a Soul Rip as well. Vacuum in. Santa dropping. And that is gonna be Luna trying to get himself away. As the disruption still goes up on CRZ. As in the meantime, they're just trying to chase him out, and that's doing what he can, but he will also drop, and that is gonna be KSI being forced inside his own base. The only one left alive is CRZ and KSI. Can they find something? Meteor dropping, 4-staff forward from low range just to get away from that one in the meantime. Goblak is just bashing on the barracks, as we do have CRZ still dropping, and that is the GG cold. So that means that Empire is gonna be taking home $6,000 for the ASUS Open 2012, and they can call them champions in the Cyber Arena tonight.
has fallen.
Sick play. This was exactly how most of their games go. Like when they aggressive tri lane, Funny just gets out of control, and that's what happened this game. It wasn't as easy for him early game, but later on he caught up, and he's so farmed right now.
Yeah, it still happened. I mean, with their aggressive trial, they shut the Lunia down enough to make sure that Funnick actually got the time to do that, and he actually picked up an MKB. Well, that's disappointing.
Radiant's Ancient is under
Well,
attack.
well, it was two nice games though. I mean, Empire definitely the second game more dominant than in the first game, but still nice games to see. Do you have any shoutouts, by the way?
Shout out to Flame Wheel, and shout out to Charlie, and then shout out to my team and its sponsors, Team Liquid and Shiny Things, Twitch TV, and Razer.
Shiny things?
It's like a little app factory. It's the same name.
Ah, nice. Do you have anywhere that they can find you where you stream or something like that, or your Twitter, where they can follow you?
My Twitter is LiquidBulba, so follow me on there. And I'll try to stream this week more. I have to get my internet fixed before I can. So.
That's right. Yeah, I've got a lot of free time. Just go cast again for Star Ladder. Go. Good. Next weekend. It's gonna be the same thing again. But yeah, that is it. That's the finals for the ASUS Open. So that's gonna be that's gonna be my internet not dropping the entire time apart from that first game. Oh my god, it's amazing. But yeah, thank you all for watching. My name is Sheever. I'm a caster, a Ghost of Gamers caster. You can follow me on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, all under the same name of SheeverGaming. And well,
Thanks for having me on.
yeah, thanks for joining me. I really much enjoyed it, and I learned a lot too. That always helps.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll talk later, and I'm out.
Bye.
Laters.